Jamie, look.
What?
I gotta distribute all these bottles of syrup to the boys.
You better do it before they break.
Oh, and we gotta show that beautiful theater of magic. We're losing it.
Awesome games. Beautiful.
Did you wave goodbye to it?
Our favorite game.
But she said yes to college education. Yes. Let's get these out. I think I saw. Hey, Steven. Where do you want? Come with me. I think Wallace is in the back. All the way in the back. Hey, Wallace. Look. Oh, God. I'm going to give you a gift. It's from Mark. Your very own syrup. That's number 1. Frank? I got number 2.
It's only been months in the making waiting for my syrup.
One.
Drop that one. Thank you.
Where's
Thanks,
that other
Mark.
boy? Tony? I got syrup for you, baby. Come on over and say thank you to Mr. Mark.
Thank you, Mr. Mark.
Thank you, Mr. Mark. Where's Jonathan? Well, here comes Tony. Oh, no, that's not Tony. Well, here it is, folks. You've been waiting. This is the nicest theater of magic in all the world. And do you know why? Because I bought it brand new in 94. It was 94. And I played it. It was Christmas time. And I said, if nobody buys this machine, I had it in the showroom floor for, I think it was $44.99. If no one buys it, I'm taking it home. Christmas Eve came and nobody bought it. So home it went. And it's been in my home since, ever since. It is gorgeous, isn't it? And what we did to up it a little, obviously we're going to put the gold balls in. I had them in there and I took them out. We took the machine apart. Back then they were all black rubbers. So we ran it through our shop but put super brakes in it. So throughout the play field, it is glowing. And some of these are 6 LED brightness. Added my little clock here. Thought that was a nice add. We also put mirror sides on it. Isn't it nice? Now, the best thing is a lot of these are the original targets, plus I added some extras. Look, throughout the play field. Come in here, young man. My Scotty is filming. Isn't that beautiful? We did add the Tiger Saw mod. I got that years ago when it first came out. It was so neat. And the motor here is added. It was originally supposed to spin. Did you know that that was one of the mods and they had to take it out because the cost went up too high? That connects to a circuit board in the back of the machine. Let me show you. There we go. Now we can come back here. Circuit board here. And it activates with a switch on the back of the machine. So when the micro switch clicks, the motor turns on. Very nice, huh, folks? Very nice. Very nice. There we go. Now the reason it's spinning is because this ball, when it rolls over that switch goes down and hits another micro switch that turns the motor on. Pretty neat stuff, huh, folks? And it stays on that little circuit board, keeps the board running for a few moments.
Welcome to the theater of magic.
We added the Pinball Pro speakers. We lit the buttons on the side. Look at this dazzling light show. We have super bright LEDs. I'll get mine. Oh no, I didn't get it back. I thought I had my shoot again, but I'm too excited to play it well. You see that when I hit that and turn it over. The levitating woman, look, you have color changer here.
Levitate.
Isn't that beautiful?
Levitate.
That poor woman is levitating all over the place.
Lock is lit.
Go for the signal.
You see?
The magic is within you.
Now the really neat thing is, all of these are original ramps too. There's nothing been replaced in this. These are the original. Look how clear they are. Look. Just like it was when it was brand new. We did play it in my house, but we didn't play it like it would get played, I guess, in another pinball house. My daughters are very unhappy.
First ball is locked.
You know, I don't know if that's the original trunk. I'm trying to remember if I bought another trunk. It's got a chip in one. That trunk has been on there for quite a while. Isn't it gorgeous? The spirit ring is lit. Diverts it over to here, see? Really neat how they set up all these diversions and things.
Trunk.
Now let's go for the trunk.
Safe escape.
And you see the center loop here. And look,
The rope, it's
the
breaking.
haunted basement. Let's see what I get.
Go for the
It's locked. Isn't it beautiful?
Make the ball.
I always like this mirror. It's crystal clear. So you can actually see when you hit your red flipper, you can move your lanes up here. Everything's printed backwards. Isn't that clever? The perfect game. This is one of the 4 greatest pinballs ever made. I think you already know that. Number 1 is Big Bang Bar. This is number 2. Number 3 is Funhouse. Number 4 is the Class of 1812. And just so you know, number 5 is Pinbot. That's my favorites.
I think Circus Voltaire is better than my Space.
Circus Voltaire is junk. It's because I don't have one. Look, everybody has their favorites. Of course, look at the cabinet. It's perfect. It's perfect. Oh, Scotty ran into that by accident. See, when you're a filmmaker, and we have the goodie bag, which is still sealed inside. So I never had to open it. Now, this is an option that plugs in on the top. Okay? And you run it through underneath here, and then it wires in and it clips in. Your 12-volt option here. Very nice, very nice.
Shocked yourself on it yet?
I'm not that stupid. Should I do the shock thing?
Touch that.
Oh. Oh, we can't keep doing these corny guys. Look, we did do this. Obviously, these are all the original boards. We stickered everything. We didn't put the new caps in here because he's getting the color display. They're out of stock of them right now. So he will be getting the new color display when that comes in. Button battery here, so the customer can, in fact, take care of everything. We did pull all the boards out and reflowed solder on them. Every board, obviously. Obviously. You hear that rumbling bass? I do. My beautiful theater of magic. You know, Scott, I can make this game disappear in seconds. Do you want to see how? Here. Watch. Let's go back and show you these other games. Well, I guess I should keep giving these out. So, there's Steven. Look. From Mark.
Put it down on the floor.
No, head it up and over the back of the head. Wallace got his. Yeah. Wallace, you only get one. What happened to that other odd-looking boy?
Steve.
Okay, well, I'll tell you what. Here, come over here. Look what one of our regular good customers is getting. Barry, look, your gorgeous Galaga. We did some different things with this. We got white here and green here. And then we put this Discitron blue to set this baby off. Gorgeous, super sharp picture on the screen. Look, that mini side art from Classic Arcades, Jeff. And of course, the high gloss black. The whole machine's been painted. We also have here the new power supply. Logic board, we took all the chips out, cleaned all the chips. Television monitor's been rebuilt with all new stuff. Oh, listen, look inside. We've lit the lights, the coin lights, with the super bright LEDs. That's the kind they use as a flashlight in the other games. And since we're back here, we'll show you the Miss Pacman. On the bottom, we always put new fuse blocks on everything. People skip them, they just change one fuse. Well, we put new fuses and new fuse blocks in. The Miss Pacman logic board has all new capacitors. All the chips were clean. Oh, and if you've been watching our videos, you saw Frank was changing the most important sockets of all on that. They're the ones that hold the satellite boards. Show down here, son. Didn't Scott do a great job filming the other night? Didn't he do when Jen came to visit with the bubbles Durham board? Wasn't that fun? Oh, we had a lot of fun that night. Now let's go back to the last game. We have a G07. This is a slightly different model. It's a larger chassis, but all the caps are the same, and so is the flyback. This is a slightly different version. This is a, what is that called? Oh gosh, I have my short eyeballs. But the monitor was made in March of 1980. I should call Electra Home. Listen, the power supply is slightly different because it's powering more 12 volts on the board. So you have to always be careful that you make sure you put the right capacitors in that board for the slightly different variation of the AR2. Cap on the bottom too. Red T molding. This got brand new side art. Brand new side art, and we have white paint on it. And oh, that's right, Mr. and Mrs. Matt. Come around this way. Here we go. That's better. Now look. Did a little different. Jeff said, let's make this a little different. He made different strips this time, so it could be spread out over the whole cabinet. Isn't that nice? And he made a new overlay here. We also have the ghosts up front. And then for good measure, he added these on the bottom. Isn't that nice? A beautifully customized Miss Pacman. And we have blue in the top, lighting our top screen. Gorgeous. And of course, off we go. What a great game. And finally, gentlemen, Missile Command. Now, what makes this super special? This is the original metal control panel. There's not an overlay on this. Very rarely can you retouch these up. This only needed a little bit of Stevens magic to make it perfect. Actually, we still have to put the bolts in here, the carriage bolts to hold it down. New piece of blackout plexiglass. Behind the blackout plexiglass, there's a clear piece that Atari silk screened the different bases on here. Isn't that nice? Of course, our red T molding, and all the games have new flat casters that are as flat as my head, Steven. Well, at least he doesn't have a paintbrush. Every time he has a paintbrush, he always likes to
He would rather me have a paintbrush.
He puts a little tip right on the top of my finger. Actually, I got a nasty cut here. A screwdriver jabbed me. Now, we need to find... Is Tony there? Well, I'll tell you what. Oh, Scotty. Oh, Frank.
I got one.
Oh.
I'll take it.
Okay. Where's Kurt?
Isn't that the question?
Pizza Hut's tonight. But you know what? This gives us an opportunity to now go and show you us taking apart a SKEEBALL that we shipped to Florida. We filmed a couple days ago. Yes, we do show these things out of sequence. And then we'll continue later. Tony, look! I will present the bottle to this man, and now we will go to hard body, disassembly, and SKEEBALL. Okay, who put that on wrong, young man?
It wasn't wrong. It was on the same
I didn't
way
know
as
either.
when
I didn't
we
know
got them.
either. One of our very attentive viewers
It must have roasted
noticed that the
He was in mid-stroke.
he noticed it very nicely pointed out. One of our regular viewers pointed out that these were mounted backwards, and that's the logo. None of us knew. Now, in fairness, tell them what you did. But before you start working on a game, you
Pay attention to the way it is prior to when I put it back
and you
together.
took all the pictures too.
Yes.
Right. And these are the original Bally Midway flippers. And they're in great shape. That's why with the logo on the top. Oh, that noise is our floors are getting buffed. The party room floors to maintain our greatness level. Wallace, do you think we maintain our greatness level at TNT?
I guess so.
We maintain
Man, something.
Listen, if you want to see some funny stuff, you have to watch our video about cleaning coin, the push buttons, the arcade game push buttons. Wallace has a very funny sequence in it. So I remembered how much fun that is. Here's the link right here. So that's the video to look at if you want to see something funny with my Wallace as the star. Anyway, we're going to get back to this game. Fixed. And listen, if that ever happens again, somebody's going to pay. Look. That's a description of me, isn't it? Huh. I would have thought these were the chair bolts, not the leg bolts. What do you think, Wallace? Look, fuses, a few bulbs. Even though it's LED, we give a few extras just in case. And of course, the soldering pencil. And there is solder in there. Lead-free. Now, the SKEEBALL assembly and disassembly. Is that your department? Where is that idiot boy? Jonathan! Working. All right, well, what we're going to do is show you how easy it is to put these together again once they arrive. They're the netting bolts, as you see. So when you set the nets back up, they sit in very easily, see? The hole matches up to that. And then you put the little gadget in there. Okay, very simple. Now, everything here is actually pre-assembled, but remember, as you saw in the earlier videos, this is just sitting there. Can you lift that out? It just sits there. It's not attached, not screwed in. It just lays in, so it's easy to service on the inside down the road. That may shift in shipping, but we're going to put that back in. Thank you, sir. But the most important thing is the ball count switch. Inexplicably, SKEEBALL has made the ball count switch. See those two bolts? And it extends into the second part of the machine out of view. So whenever you move it, you have to take the switch out and unplug it, like so. Like so. This is what it looks like when it's out of view, and that's the ball detect wire. It just sticks in, goes in here, and the ball passes by it. Flip it. Flip the switch, son. See? That's how it counts the balls. So when you put this back together, that's where you'll put it. We're going to unplug it for now. Good. And we're going to put this in the ride-along box, okay? Now he's going to put the bolts back in. Good. Okay, the next part is actually taking it apart. Now, for the setup, we actually don't have them bolted together. The bolts, in fact, are in the ride-along box. See? There's 2 bolts. Of course, we have our 9 balls in here, and he's going to put this in a little box, so this will be safe and sound too. So, hardly any parts are needed. Now the last thing is the black wire ties, okay? Cable ties to hold everything together in the net, and then you trim the excess off. You know, that'll be in there too. Good. Okay, for shipping, Jonathan thought it would be wise to take this off. This unscrews, and then inside,
There's a plug right there, the red one. All you do is unplug it, and it comes right out.
okay, so did you see the plug where it went in?
Ready?
It went in. Oh, wrong finger.
Here we go.
Right there. Okay, so that's the one it goes into in the back. And then we're going to put that in the rod along too, just for safety, right, Jonathan?
It'll get smashed.
Well, it's hard to say. This is getting a white glove delivery. So there's a company that'll take it. Ah, the FedEx man. There better be money in there.
There was.
I was expecting a crate of hundreds.
There was money.
Jonathan, can you, or no, Frank, can you put your Hancock? Well, do you see how filthy these boys are?
Yeah.
Have a great day.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. All right. Actually, I was busy. Okay.
As far as it can go, Scott.
You know, we were making this video, but now all of a sudden they've pulled up stakes. Now Jonathan has this resting on the stool until the bolts are put in. And there are a series of plugs. Yeah, there are the screw holes. Wait a minute. Jonathan, this is very difficult. You're asking an awful lot from a fat man. Now, if you can please point out.
Here's the screw holes, one on this side, one on that side.
Okay.
And then these bigger holes is where the wires would feed through the holes. And then they plug in down here. One
Okay.
here, one there, one there, and one on your side.
And one over here. Now, a couple of those are for the ticket dispenser, which we leave in the machine, but we have it turned off or disabled. And but we leave it in there to keep the machine original. Right, Jonathan?
Sure.
So, this stool, once the bolts are,
Once the
those
bolts
two
are in,
big
you
bolts
take
are
the
in.
stool out. You probably have to tip it one way to slide it out.
Right.
You could use a milk crate or a stool or something.
Or one of these convenient stools. I see, Jonathan, you must have just scrubbed that stool recently. Oh, that's it. I'm done with the physical activity this week. I'm going back into the office.
Don't forget your camera. Take it with you.
And your coffee.
And your breakfast.
We got too much stuff back
And
here.
your lunch.
Using a Christmas mug.
That's not the Pacman mug I got you.
I don't know what happened to that. Where is that Pacman mug?
Probably sitting on the game. So
Probably
Sold it on eBay.
Well, did you enjoy our skee ball so far? Okay, boys.
Does he sell his mugs as drink? Todd drank out of this mug on eBay.
Wait a minute, that's a great idea. Would you buy one of my
Coffee mugs?
freshly drunk out of mugs, or do I have to wash it first? And you sitting around with a screwdriver in your hand, trying to make people think you're actually working.
I was until y'all come in here with this camera and stuff and
Well, we have to film. They have to know how to put this back together again. Well, the video is for the people getting the game, and it's also for people watching our channel who like this sort of stuff.
Well, it was these two, but they weren't fit through the hole.
Okay, so he's going to loop the cables in there, and they'll be safe and sound. And they're going to be picking this up shortly, aren't they?
If they show up, or...
They're rocking it.
Well, look! Just in time for the ending of our video. Look, it's Rosebud. Look, it's little Rosie. Hello, little Rosie. Mommy brought you here. We're all going to Pizza Hut, aren't we? Raymond, are we going to Pizza Hut?
It's the only reason he came up. You don't come up to see us.
Oh, you came up to see our pretty little Rosie.
Right?
Isn't she as pretty
That
as
middle
a
finger.
Oh,
Touch my kid.
I have to teach him young.
No.
And look, oh, what a wicked little girl.
Yo, man.
I can imagine who set that up. A certain boy named C for Kurt. And there's Raymond. And Walt and Kurt, look, I got something for you two boys.
An Oscar?
Something Todd will never get.
For rotten acting. I deserve an award for being so tolerant of you boys. Look. Here, Walt, this is for you. It's from Mark in Canada.
Oh, very nice. Thank you, Mark.
Kurt, you're supposed to take it from my hands.
Who?
Thank you, Mark. You know, I'm really sorry, so sorry, that I had to sell that Theater of Magic. I'm really, really sorry.
Dad, you sold our game? How could you?
Oh, I didn't know they were going to know about it this soon. Oh, I had to do it. We needed the money. But we did have fun playing it, and the new owner's going to love it.
We did have a fun time, though. It was lots of fun playing it. Bye, everyone.
That's great. Good night, folks. Good night.